has joined us. Sharon Grech is here. Hello, hello. It's awesome talking about art on the show, and we always get viewers that absolutely love the pieces that we show. But what we don't often talk about is the wall color behind the art, because you can mix it up a little bit. We mentioned it briefly, Brian, with the second gallery wall that we showed. Having that wine-like color in the back just really popped the art and made me also want a glass of wine. But still, moving right along.
What's interesting is that we used to go to museums, and they were always white walls. And now you go to museums, and the rooms are color, like greens and reds. And so go to some of the great museums, and you see the art is on really rich walls, because that's the way it was.
That's
in the 1700s and 1800s and 1900s.
On the wall. And I think they change it to go with each art exhibit as well. So it's not like one color is just going to work. And I think as far as I have my new favorite color, I think, is Brian's New Hope Gray that he used on the gallery wall. But the important thing is, yes, you want to think about what else is going on in your room and then choose colors that go with it. But if you just even want to get away from white, I know one of my favorites is Tranquility, which is similar to the New Hope Gray, but it's a blue, gray, green, especially if you have white frames and even the white matting, it just makes it pop. So you actually look more at the art.
Okay.
So that's a good
Do you have
option.
any other ones that you would pick out as a good framer for art? Were you going to say that one as well? Or do
I
you
was going to talk about this one with some color blocking ideas, but Gray Owl, which I actually don't have here, but it's one of Benjamin Moore's 2016 trends. It's a pale, pale gray.
It's nice.
It's really nice. And again, it still gives you that fresh feeling that you might think you'd want white for, but change it to a slight gray. And again, it just allows black and white photography, white mats to pop.
We have a picture here of using color blocking, and it's something that a lot of people might not think to do, but look at the art in this piece. The art, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's framed with that big swatch of paint there.
And that's a really great, isn't that a great DIY? Like if you don't have amazing, incredible, expensive artwork, but you still want it to put your collection together, like the chalkboard and the pieces there, just a simple stripe. You could do a block behind it. So in that particular house, we used, I think it's called Tempest. We used Tempest.
Nice.
It was an accent color. It wasn't in anything else in that space, but again, it just, the house was just pretty much gray. That room was gray and brown, so having that hit of color just pulled the artwork together.
So graphic. It really anchors the piece.
It does. Do you have your go-tos that you like to have?
It really depends on what it is, but there's some great neutrals like Thunder.
I love Thunder.
Which is sort of a taupey gray color. And then, like, I'm a blue person, so I love Amsterdam and Montpellier are beautiful colors. And then these gray greens or these blue greens, like Puritan gray is a beautiful color. They really say gray, but they're not gray. So they're colors, they're blues and greens and things, but they have that they're grayed down.
Got a gray undertone.
So they're not bright.
You can always tell what the trend is if you watch Cityline, because you'll be sort of on the same page, regardless of where your style or your tastes are, and it's a very gray-blue time for us, which is really nice. All right, let's go to break. We got more coming up on Monday.